Hello again, back by popular demand. Our Julie.
Hi again. So I recently made a difficult decision. It's not something that many people do, and if they do it, they don't seem to talk about it. I asked to take a step down, or a voluntary demotion is another way of putting it. For those who don't know, last August I took a promotion. Now I know what you're all thinking. You took a promotion just after James got sick? Yep, I did. Maybe I thought I needed another challenge. I worked at home, full time, took care of James, and managed a team. I loved my job, I loved my team, and I was always willing to put in extra effort in the hopes that I could make a difference to everyday Australians. Yep, I'm a public servant, and I try to do just that, serve the public. After we got the good news in December, I took some much needed leave, and then went back to work in mid-January. Interestingly, it was at this time I started to find things quite challenging. The work was the same level of difficulty as it was last year, about the same quantity, but for some reason, I started to find it really hard. I started to find myself feeling way more emotional than I did last year, even though things had started to look up. I felt like butter scraped over too much bread. I got an inkling that things would need to change when I started to feel like if I got one more email, I would grab my laptop and throw it against the wall. I started to wish the job had never come to me and that none of this had ever happened. What really started to solidify this for me, though, was when I realised I was spending more time working than I was spending time with James. And when I was spending time with James, I wasn't showing up how I wanted to. We have been through a life-changing experience, which has naturally altered my perceptions and priorities. I felt torn in two and knew it was up to me to decide what to do with the time that had been given to me. Something had to give. I wanted to spend more time with James, not less. I wanted to be present rather than constantly thinking about work and worrying about living up to expectations. And let's be real, mostly my expectations. I had been stewing for this about a month when I finally found the courage to talk to my boss and ask for her help to take a step back. She was so amazing and supportive. I raised the issue with her on a Friday, and by Monday, I had a new job at a lower level in a new team and someone to fill my role, all to happen within 2 weeks. I realise now that I had been dwelling on this all alone when in reality I had the support there all along. However, naturally, as soon as I made the decision, I felt guilty and shameful. I was beginning to wonder if I should have left the Shire. I felt like I was letting down my team and felt like a failure. Despite the support of my team and the fellowship around me, I continued to put so much pressure on myself. And I know I'm not the only one out there who does this. But then time passed, and I finished up with my old team and moved to my new team. I knew I'd made the right decision. I want to do the best job I absolutely can. And while I know I can do the job at a higher level, it's just not sustainable for me right now. It might be something that I consider to do in the future when life is a little bit less complicated. I feel so much better. I still bring 100% to my job, but that extra layer of pressure is gone. I sleep better, and my patience and contentment has returned. There are a lot of people out there that step up for roles when they are also facing adversity, and they smash it too. To you guys, I tip my hat. I also know that not everyone has the privilege to do what I did, particularly with other responsibilities. However, if you are struggling and need help, just remember it's okay to ask. Help can come in various forms. People can help carry you. We are our own worst enemies. We think we need to do and be everything for everyone. But at the end of the day, life is both short and long, and we should spend it the best way for ourselves and for our loved ones. You can't always be torn in two. You need to be one and whole. For James. All right, how do I stop it?